All right, welcome everybody to a little bit of Starfinder in the Sven Zone. Everybody say hi.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Awesome. We have sound, we have cameras, we are ready to go. Quote is from one of the D&D games by Kita. Says you had high expectations for that toilet.
Okay. Yeah.
I remember that. And it was true. All right, so it's been a minute since we've checked in with our people in the Dead Sons campaign. Um, do you guys remember what had happened last time we played? I will share the map as a way of reminding everybody. All right, so Roberta, you want to read the message of the day then?
Sorry, I was just talking and talking and talking and had myself muted.
Ah,
I was giving a whole lowdown. So let me get back there. Where am I? What in the world? Hang on a second. For some weird reason, I have like 3 fantasy grounds open. That might have been why I was having issues earlier. Okay. I don't have the message of.
that's
I don't have
fine.
the
If
message
you had a
okay.
recap, that's fine. Go for it.
Right. So we landed on a planet, and I believe it was the only planet we could find that had like life or of some kind. There's also a building or something that we are going toward. There's somewhat of a path, and then we ran into a creature of some kind, and we are now in the midst of battling said creature.
Close my door for me, please. Close my door. I'm doing some.
Yes, that ugly thing.
So actually, that ugly thing is a friend.
Okay,
Let me pull up
that's a friend.
my
I don't remember
version
the thing.
of the message of the day.
Here.
So Reno, do you remember why this is a friend?
Is the
Not a
stand
fan.
open? I was gonna show
All right, so here it is. So this
Okay, that's not a picture.
was the creature that you guys fought.
Couple hours.
Oh, okay.
That's not right.
So you had flown over the planet, had found it was very rich with a lot of life, a lot of life forms, but only one. As you were scanning it, approaching it, there was only one building still intact, and so you guys had landed on the planet, and you, as you were flying over, making your landing approach, you saw this horned, four-legged creatures, a stampede of them, reacting to the ship and running across this large plain. Um, there was a mountain range, and there were an avalanche. You watched as snow came down and swallowed up a bunch of trees. Um, there was, as you flew over the jungle, these large flock of brightly colored double-billed birds took off. Um, and then as you were landing, you saw this whole thing. There was a path that had been burned uh, through the jungle toward between the landing pad and the ship. I mean, the landing pad and the building. Let me zoom out here so you guys on stream can see what I'm talking about. There you go. There's a little bit of a pathway there. And then as you moved through the jungle and got out of your ship and started moving up, you could hear different howls and cries, and the plants would try to grab at you and stuff, but you could easily slice them or just move aside as you were walking until the trees started shaking and this huge thing come barreling out of the jungle. Those two arms and all these things grabbed Serena, swallowed her, but you were able to fight her off. Part of that fight, we get to the notes and go to the summon creature list. Maybe. There it is. Was this creature that Nosi summoned
Okay.
to help fight this thing. And that is what that token is for. So that's why it's green. It's your friend.
Okay.
That's what he's supposed to. We'll have to work on it.
So, and Nosi decided to call it Fred. So if you could let me know, how long does the summoned creature last? It's either rounds or minutes. I don't remember which. If you would let me know that. Any questions, any comments as you guys are sort of catching your breath as this creature just sort of settles down and stops twitching?
Gee, I wonder how many more of those are out there.
It's a level. I was casting it as a level 3 or level 4.
Whichever one has
Level.
your
I was using full length.
but the duration doesn't shouldn't matter. It should still be
Right.
either rounds or minutes.
Duration says 1 round per level.
A round per level. Okay. So it lasts for a minute and a half. Do you guys, anybody want to take a 10-minute rest or head back to the ship, or what do you guys want to do?
Yes.
We just got off the ship.
Yes, you did. It's about 20 feet, well, 50 feet, 60 feet below you, yes, on that landing pad.
Is anybody seriously or drastically hurt by this thing that we fought?
Serena's the only one that's hurt. He.
All right, and Bobby, is your computer working enough to where you want to try running 5-0?
It's going slow. Yeah, I'll let you do it again.
Okay. I should be able to do. Let me see if this will work.
I'm definitely buying a new laptop when I get my income tax return.
No, that won't work.
My tax return.
Right.
And it's not going to be an HP.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do? You're standing there. This Fred dissipates, goes back to the dimension he came from.
I say we continue on toward the building.
All right. So the tokens are unlocked. Do you want Fievel in the front or toward the back? Where do you want Fievel?
I think it was easy at the back.
Yeah. Okay. What Ron said.
Yeah. It usually goes in this case it goes Serena, Nosy, Zarael, and different configuration. Can you help the latitude order? Zarael, you want to go first?
Not particularly, but if you want me to, I can. I'll just sneak up the path. I'm going to stick close to the edge of the pathway just to kind of give myself a little like blending in stuff.
Okay, again, every once in a while, a plant or a vine sort of reaches out towards you, and you have to sort of keep your eyes open for that.
I'm just kind of slapping it away. Stop trying to hit on me.
There you go. All right. Let's go ahead and do a little roll here.
What kind of a roll? There we go. Roll. Okay.
Serena and Zarel. All right. All right. So you guys are making your way up, and Serena, Zarel, you sort of get this feeling that you're being watched, and Serena, you happen to be, you're looking around, making sure no see and see where Fievel is and stuff, and you see this little plant sort of collapse down, um, as if something landed on it, and you all hear in your minds, "Die!" And we need initiative.
Invisible things. Damn it.
So again, Bobby, if you're able to watch the stream, I have
Yeah.
5 on here, so you'll be able to see a little bit to some extent, depending on what you're watching it on. Initiative. And remind yourself of some of his stuff.
I can watch it on Twitch. Just there it is. Here lately, I've been using my PlayStation for just watching YouTube more than playing games on it.
Alrighty. Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit. Boom. All right, trying to wait for here it is. All right, so Serena and Zarel, you are not surprised. The other two are. And the way the surprise rounds work in Starfinder is you can do either a standard action or a move action. So you can attack or spell, or you cannot do both. All right, and you see this thing that looks at first like a Sheeran appears. Since you have Nosy in your party, you're somewhat used to them, but then you realize a couple things are a little odd about it. Although you may not study Nosy very much, you're pretty sure she doesn't have large drooling mouths on her hands. And this halo of heat and fire and electricity around it. Its eyes are also sort of like empty voids, where hers are like the faceted bugs of a fly. Hers, this thing is just this blackness, dark, almost like a onyx or something like that. Or, all right, so this thing, just checking one other thing here. Sorry about the delay. There we go. Just as it comes into view, you see it, everything around it start picking up, and leaves and vines and small rocks and things start floating, lifting up off the ground from around it, and starts swirling around, and these objects start making this almost like a tornado centered on it. And in this 20-foot radius, let's see, so, and actually I'm mistaken, it happens around you. You see the stuff around you guys start picking up, and you find yourself in this almost like a tornado of magic. And let me go ahead and pull that up. While I'm pulling up the image, Atomic Hero Squad is here, saying, "Good evening, Sven friends."
Yay.
Let's go to all. All right, so while this is happening, let me go ahead and, oh, that's a terrible picture. Okay.
To the stream.
Yeah, the stream just cut off.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There we go. Sorry, yeah, I hit the one of my hotkeys by mistake. So I appreciate the heads up, because I've done that before, and it's been like 10, 15 minutes before I realized it. So that was, I appreciate it. Here we go, 20-foot radius. Boom.
Oh yeah, look at my mysticism, man. Woo.
All right, so you recognize this as a cosmic eddy spell, and if you're flying, it's not a good day for you. So you don't want to try to fly in this thing. And all right, and so it's even almost ripping your weapons out of your hands and um, stuff off. You know, your backpack is being pulled and stuff. Um, your bags and pouches that are on your armor and things. As this wind just whips up around you, there is a. Here we go. So a creature you save that makes a reflex save takes only half damage and is not knocked prone. But it's still reduced to half speed. So all of you are going to be reduced to half speed. And let's go ahead and make this. How about a nice little light blue? Maybe a little darker. Uh, Dark. There you go. For the wind.
It's not gonna matter. We're just gonna get rid of it.
There we go.
Okay.
Oops, I just closed the map. All right, so let's go ahead and do some reflex saves. So give me one moment. There we go. All right, so as this cosmic eddy forms into being around you guys and starts swirling, um, hold on a minute, guys, because that's not going to help. You're not going to
Okay.
it won't do partial damage if it's not coming from him. And that's good anyway, because you all would not have made your saves. So here it is. I just um, closed the map, so I just got to pull up the map. There it is. No. Okay. Sorry. Try this again. So he's going to click. Oh, for reals? They don't have this coded right. Okay, never mind. So you guys are doing your rolls. And here's Fiebles. 19. All right, so let's see what his DC is. I'm just going to do a one-time roll. Oh, here it is, for crap's sake. Okay. There it is. And then, boom.
We still all failed anyway.
Not insane damage. Right about average damage, 14 by everybody. But you are, like I said, you are in it. And let's see. So everybody's prone. And then your movement is half. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and move. So Zerail, you are up first. Fievel, you're on
Okay.
deck. You're not sure what would happen if Ara tried to run around in this. So it's up to you if you want
She'd
to
probably
risk
just
it.
get blown away. Um, I need something to target. I'm doing Dispel Magic.
All right, so that's a go ahead and share that. Drop it into the chat, and it's a mysticism check, I believe.
Oh. I have a cast button.
All right, so it says you use your spell magic to end one ongoing spell. Here it is, 1d20 plus your caster level with a DC equal to 11 plus a spell caster's level. So go ahead and add a I want to say you're 10. Yes, so you're level 10. Go ahead and put a 10 modifier of 10 in the little box and give us a
Do I
roll.
have to? Okay. Do I have to put that in there if it's already a button here that says CLC 10?
Okay, try it. Let's see.
Okay.
I said I'm not looking at your sheet, so I'm not sure. And I don't think you've ever cast this before, so let's see if that works.
I haven't. What are you doing? Is it this one?
It is. All right, so
Nice.
that
What is
begs
SR not allowed?
spell resistance. So some creatures have spell resistance.
Oh, okay.
All right, so this is, you needed 21.
Beautiful.
All right, so yeah, this is from the ground as this wind is whipping around you. What does it look like as you get rid of this magic?
So as quickly as it started to spin around us and spin around us and spin around us, it starts to lose steam pretty quickly as I cast a spell to dispel the magic. And hopefully there's a look of disgust on the guy's face while I do it. But yes, that is what happened.
Very nice. All right, so would you like to use your move? That was your standard action. Would you like to use your movement to stand up?
Yes, I would. I would love to stand up.
All right, so you are not prone. I won't bother putting that on you.
I stand up, I plant my foot firmly, and I just look the guy square in the eye.
Your
Like,
hair's
take that.
Your foot
disheveled a
down.
bit.
I just kind of shake myself off. I make sure that my unholy symbol is visible, by the way. Make
Okay.
sure that my unholy symbol is visible.
Go ahead and give me a, let's see. Either disguise or I thought that bluff. Disguise or bluff.
Okay.
We'll just see. All right, 19. Very nice. Okay, 5. So you are prone. Are you going to use your movement to stand up?
Yes.
Okay. So you're
And
now
then I'm gonna
standing.
throw. Then I'm gonna throw a grenade at the dude.
Okay. And what kind of grenade
Um,
were we looking at?
I wanted to throw one of those microbot grenades if I have
Okay.
one available. Yes, I do.
All right. So, um,
Uh,
if you do you have your dice handy
let me see. What on 20?
for this one?
Yeah,
Yes. Excuse
yeah,
me.
I got it.
All right. So microbot doesn't actually make sure you want to do it before we commit. It fills with the blast radius, which is 5 feet, so it's a 10-foot square. Fills with these microbots. They don't actually do damage, but what they do
I thought they
is
did.
they first time a creature leaves the area of the crowd, they take piercing damage equal to the grenade's type. Okay, they do. Okay, it just wasn't coded because it depends on the mark. All right, so let's see. Hold on just a second. Let me see here. It says the microbots consider only creatures in the blast radius to be the throwers' enemies. They do not discriminate between throwers' allies and enemies. So all creatures. All right, so yeah, so they do attack when, and they will do.
It's damage if they try.
Oh, I see. So it makes sort of like a shield, and if they try to cross through that shield, so I'm going to say I'll go ahead and do the initial damage, and then if they try to leave that area,
Yeah.
then they'll take an additional damage. This is a Mark
20.
II, so it does 2d6.
Okay. So I rolled 17 plus whatever.
For a grenade, you're just looking to see if you get a 1, because
Yeah.
the armor class, I mean, the roll to hit is only 2d6, so you are
What was the damage?
specialized, have specialty. All right, so as it explodes, go ahead and give me 2d6.
Okay. First roll of 5. Second roll of 6.
All right, so it does 16 damage. And we'll just put a little circle here. Make it a square so it's easier to understand. Boom. All right, so do you want it to be, so it's a 4 squares all connected to each other. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I like that, what you got right there.
Okay, perfect.
So if he tries.
All right, Serena, did you want to use your movement action to stand up? Reno, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, now we can, yeah.
Yes.
Did you want to use your movement action to stand up?
Yes, I do.
All right,
Yes,
so you are
I do.
no longer prone. And what would you like to do?
Move in the direction heading towards the monster.
I can't hear you hardly at all.
Moving towards the monster.
Okay, so
Towards
it
the
takes your
monster.
movement to stand up. So if you move, then you wouldn't be able to shoot. Are you good with that?
Oh, okay. No.
Okay. So you
I
can
have
shoot from where you are if you'd like. You just
do.
have
I
a
can do quick.
-2. He has partial
Quick
cover.
attack. Okay. Can I do a quick attack thing here or not? Because of the move action.
No, you can't because you were prone.
Okay.
You got knocked down,
Not
but you got up again. They're never going to keep you down.
Okay, yeah. Oh, what I had out last time. So, doing
So he is targeted if you want to go ahead.
yes, I know. I'm just
Just make sure you hit
Mhm.
P cover and give us a roll.
All right. Pistol. And then -2. I guess I didn't press it 2. So is it still a hit at 23?
Let's see. Quick. Come on.
There's all my.
That is a miss. So just enough to throw it off. All right, and so that leads us to Nosi. So Nosi was surprised. So start of the next round is Zarel.
Wow, me again.
So question
Okay.
for you. When it
Yes.
comes to the Solarian boost, is it the first round not count because it was surprise attack? I mean, and
No,
therefore,
you were not surprised. Had you been surprised, then correct, you would not count it. But you were surprised. You
okay,
were not surprised because you saw it, so you can count it. You can start it.
thank you.
All right, psychokinetic strangulation.
Ooh, using up all the big spells right off the bat.
Yeah, I know. Concentrate to immobilize target. Let's see. 1 round per level. Fortitude, he failed. So it looks like there's an invisible hand grabbing him by the throat. Deals 3d8 bludgeoning damage and immobilizes the target. Damage. Atrocity is a good name.
All right. Doesn't he get a save?
He failed it. When I cast it, it said failure.
Oh, there's a save versus 19. Okay, gotcha. 19 versus 20. Very close. Almost
Yep.
did it. All right. So, and is that an ongoing effect? Correct. As long as you concentrate.
It is. Yes. So
Okay.
it's a as long as I concentrate on the spell, and it's up to my concentration is up to 1 round per level, so 10 rounds. And then it deals 3d8 bludgeoning damage and immobilizes the target. A creature immobilized in this way cannot move and must hold its breath.
Okay.
Creature can still attack with any of his weapons, cast spells, and so on. Each round the spell affects the target. The target can attempt a fortitude saving throw to half the damage and avoid being immobilized.
About every 6 seconds, this is happening.
Yes.
Basically, the Darth Vader force choke. Picking him up, and he's clawing his throat, trying to breathe. Do you have
Right.
the immobilization? Is there an effect button on there to click to
Oh, on
apply immobilize?
where would I find that?
That would be right with the spell under the magnifying glass.
No, there is no effect button here. In your very, very busy schedule, you should probably fix that.
Uh, uh,
I know, right? It's like, what? Oh, look at that. Wow. That's all it took? Unable to decode effect details.
Oh, immobilize isn't a thing. That's why. So give me a
Okay.
second. Let me pull up the conditions. For those of you who are curious, there you go. So let's see. It says where'd it go? Here it is. Cannot move and must hold its breath. So yeah, it's not. So what I mean by it's not really a thing is that it's not a condition, and so
Right.
it doesn't.
It doesn't have an effect.
There is no
Right.
minus. Well, we'll make it
Right.
one, but I'm saying there's not a minus to his armor class or his to
Okay.
attack or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and see if he was restrained or grappled or any of those things. But he's not. So this
Nope.
is
He's just being strangled.
all right. So there we go. Go ahead and apply that to him. Let me make sure it's targeted correctly. Yes, it says target. All right, and the duration is caster level rounds. Correct? Is it rounds?
Yep. Yeah. Caster level rounds.
Okay.
10 rounds.
All right, so go ahead and apply to him again, please, because the first one did not have the correct rounds.
Okay. Already exists. Okay.
Cool. All right. Size strangle, can't move or breathe. Gotcha. So that also means, depending on the spell, let's see, do they have? They do not have any kind of Starfinder doesn't require somatic components or things, so he can still cast spells. Okay.
Mhm.
But that also means so can you. When you guys, if you're underwater, you can still cast spells. All right, Fievel, you are next.
Okay. Uh, this time I'm gonna shoot at him with the coil rifle.
All right, so you are a sniper. You whip out your rifle.
The one at the top.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
I missed. I rolled the one.
That you did. All right, so now I need a percentile. Do you have a percentile?
Yeah, yeah.
Let me pull up Shift,
Mm. Right.
Alt, Ranged, click. All right, we'll see if we need it. Does anybody need the ranged critical failure chart?
98.
All right, that is a fumble, so you don't have a die 54, so you do have fancy grounds up, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, so that should still come. The table should pop up for you. And if it did, just click the roll, the blue roll button. Oh,
Oh.
it just said
It
you
just.
went away. All right, so we'll um,
I'll get my coin.
I will drop it onto 5-0. Boink. And let's give her a roll and see what happens here. Ooh, a magic surge to Nosy. Thanks to Atomic Hero Squad. Says he hasn't done one in a while. But first, Hot Pocket. Your gun overheats, causing you to drop it. You take damage equal to half the weapon level, and destroys half the ammo inside.
Ouch.
As this
No
thing.
feet?
No, this happens to his coil rifle.
Me.
All right, so he only had 2
Oh.
shots left, so one of them goes away. And the level of the coil rifle is level 10, so you take 5 damage. You have 5. This is not piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning, so that doesn't help you. So you're up to 41 of your 110 stamina down. All right, so let's go ahead and see. Let's go to the tables.
I've
Quests,
survived the wars.
themes. I'll close some of these windows. So many things going on right now. Boom. Let's get this. And for those of you haven't made the actual command yet, but if you're interested in startling me, if you subscribe or give a gift subscription or do some biddies or follow, then I've now set it to where it'll do this terrifying sound, and Roberta helped me pick some of these sounds. So a friend of mine, Engorgio, you guys know Engorgio, he does that, and it scares the crap out of him, and so I am following in his footsteps. So, because some people do it just to scare him. So, if
I mean,
you're that type of person and like scaring people, hey, go for it. It's worth it to me. All right, let's see. Well, I don't have this. Okay, so I don't have the table loaded on this. So, Reno type /DIE
okay.
space
Oh,
1D 10,000 without a comma.
I'm getting
Enter.
again.
/DIE
Yeah.
space 1 letter D 10,000. All right, and so Serena has a little button on the back of her head that makes her head light up.
That again?
So we'll see what Nosy gets. No, the odds of you getting 1 in 10,000 twice would be pretty.
Last time she had that button, I was trying to push it to find out what it did.
Yeah, well, she still has it, so.
Yeah, unless you want to lose some limbs, man.
Ooh, this one's
I mean,
pretty cool.
not
I think I'm
Sabrina,
going to go with your roll, but I'll check the other one just to make sure. Well, the other one's already true, so that won't matter. The one I'm not doing is your allies think that you are damned beyond hope of redemption.
You need to get that out of the party.
But this is one, the one you did get, let's see, was number 882. Let me make sure I know exactly what it does. Here it is. When the fight is over. And there's a redeem water. All right, so let's go ahead and so Fievel, your weapon almost explodes in your hand as you drop it. It is on the ground next to you. This thing is choking and sort of glares at Zerael and lashes out with his hand. You've not only have him choked and caught up, but you also stopped his spell. So he is using his other 4th level spell. And again, if you're trained in mysticism, you can give me a mysticism check. It's a DC.
Everybody can?
If you're trained in mysticism, yes.
Yeah.
It will be a DC 20. And what's the save? Let's see. Saving throw. None. What? Oh, it's a range attack. That's why. Okay. All right. So you guys recognize this as a pretty nasty spell called Enervation. So he has to do a ranged attack. All right. So it's going to be. It's just a ranged attack. It's not a ranged spell attack. It's not a ranged anything. So it's just his DC mod and. Yeah, so he has got a pretty good chance of missing your EAC. Let's see. So this would be -5. And it's versus your EAC. What is your EAC, Zarel?
Where do I find that front page?
Yes, you have KAC and EAC.
25.
All right, so it still hits 32. All right, so you are now level 8. As this necrotic energy slams into you and drains you, and you get this splitting headache, and you feel weak. Problem is, I'm not really sure how to code that. Let's see. So if you were,
WTF. I mean, does it wear off? Do I get it back? I mean, how does that work?
all right. So with that mysticism check, you would know the answer to those questions. Um, it will wear off in 10 hours.
Asshole. The guy, not you.
And let me check one other thing. So you don't have proficiency in Starfinder. There is no so basically you, and I'm not gonna. I mean, I don't know what. I'm just double checking one other thing. So for now, it also depends on what you guys are going to do. If you're just gonna stop and go back to the ship and wait for this to stop, you can also try to dispel it. So if you still have another dispel magic,
I do.
you can try to do it. Here it is. Number of hours equal to your caster level. Yeah, so it's 10. So I'm just gonna put a coding on you for now. We're gonna say you are click plus minus 2 levels, and we'll worry about that a little bit later. You have a little less hit points. You don't have as many spell slots, things like that. But we're going to hand wave a lot of that just for the moment, for the sake of getting things moving and keeping things going. After the fight, depending on what you guys decide to do, we may tweak things around a little bit. He can't move. When does he make his save again? Do you remember? Is it at the beginning of his turn, end of your turn? And here's the water that you redeemed.
Try and concentrate, blah, blah, blah.
Taking your word on water.
It just says each round the spell affects the target. The target can attempt a fortitude saving throw to half the damage and avoid being immobilized.
All right.
I'm assuming since I have to continue concentration on my spell in order to do the damage, then maybe probably on my turn.
Okay, that's fine. We can do it on your turn. So Sereen's gonna move up.
Yes. 1.
No, see, you do see something glinting in the bush as Serena sort of runs by. Out of the corner of your eye, you realize there's something metallic in the bushes.
Okay. See?
Maybe it's a
You're
key.
going to do a quick attack. 2.
So don't forget, you one time today you can have an automatic 34 on your acrobatics. So that includes your trick attack, because you use acrobatics to make your trick attack.
Okay.
All right, so you succeeded. He is now flat-footed, means flat-footed. Check it and see. You're out of ammo. You already used your move action to move, so you would need to take your action to reload.
I have a total of how many feet? Oh,
You have a total of what?
40 feet.
Right. Yeah. So you've got plenty of
Okay,
ammo. You just
okay.
not in the thing right now. So just click off the buttons, little checks, and that way you'll be all set, ready to go next round. And then subtract that total from your inventory. However many.
Yeah, I know that.
Yep.
I was trying to think of a battle plan. I cannot move any further, though.
All right. No C. What would you like to do?
Gee. Yeah. He comes up. No.
I have a
No
feeling
pistol.
that
No.
whatever you're using might be voice activated, and you're
Me?
not talking very long. So we keep hearing, as soon as it starts to pick, you say something and it picks up the second syllable of whatever you're saying, and then you stop. So we're having a hard time hearing you.
I
Unless you keep talking, then we hear you just fine.
I see. I see to the button. Okay. We haven't been paying attention to our ammo, have we? All right. We go back in time, take 10 minutes to load all of our weapons. Think of that?
It's a move
No.
action, and I did mention it at the end of the last fight,
Oh,
so
good.
no.
Well, I'm just saying. Okay, so she's going to do a horse hurl horse. What's his? Hold on.
Gonna hurl a force disc, okay.
Yes, horse disc. Yep. Targeted. So here we go. Big guess.
That's a hit.
Okay, so it's only one creature, so I'm going to do it once.
You can see there the defensive effects are -2 because of the flat-footed by Serena. There's this Tron-esque disc comes flying out of her hand and slams into him, careening off into the jungle. Are you going to move?
No, she's not.
All right, Fievel, you're up. You have a weapon on the ground. You can easily pick up if you'd like. What would you like to do? Bobby?
He's using his abacus. Pete coming out.
Sorry, I
Oh,
forgot I had my. I would like to throw a frag grenade at him this time.
Okay. And by the way, don't know if I mentioned, don't know if you made this connection or not, but by this time you guys have had enough dealings with the Cult of the Devourer, especially after going through that whole ship that you just went through. The markings on this Atrocite are the Cult of the Devourer. His armor and things like that. He clearly worships the Devourer. All right, so you were throwing a frag grenade. Give me a 20-sider.
19.
All right. And then you have a frag grenade 3, does 4d6. So go ahead and roll
5,
6 out
6,
of 4 dice.
12. Did total of 15.
All
Wait,
right.
11. Hold on. 11, 12. Yeah, 15. I got all kinds of grenades.
All right. So this one is gone. Well, you can make a grenade every 10 minutes. You can take every time you take a 10-minute rest, you can make one.
Yeah.
You can only have one of those at any given time, but yes. So that's why a lot of these have no,
Okay.
say bombard, and so you can make those at any time. And I think that may have gone up. We'll have to double check that at some point. If you would remind me, I can check and
If
see.
I remember.
Because I
If I
think
remember.
it's based on your level. So I think you can make higher CR grenades now, since the last time we checked. Anyway, so you throw it out, and you did a total of 15 damage. It is immobilized and can't move, so I'm going to say it automatically fails its save and takes the full brunt of that blast. So once again, tink, tink, tink. This explosion occurs behind him, and he gets rocked as he's trying to fight off this strangulation. Go ahead and do your roll, Zerael.
Okay.
do his check to see
Where
if.
did that go? Where is it? So he halves the damage.
All right, so go ahead and roll it. All right, so interesting. It didn't.
That's weird.
Here, being weird, Parker. All right, so there we go. Drink. All right.
Okay, so I am going to try and dispel that spell.
All right, so one more. It's same thing. DC 22 was
Magic.
10 plus, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. Go ahead and give us a roll, and if it's close, I'll double check it.
I think it's with. Wasn't it this? I thought it was this.
CLC, yep.
Okay.
Ooh, a 3 on the dice, though. Don't think that's going to
Yeah.
do it. It is
Oh, wait a second. Where is that?
1d20 plus your caster level, which is what you did. And then the DC is 11 plus the cast, so it's 21 is what you need to get. A 3 on the dice is not going to be enough. Do you have, let's see,
I was looking for it. I have something, but
Stargazer?
I don't. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, so go ahead and roll it again.
I just don't know where it's. I can't find it. Where is it?
Well, the check is the same, and while you're doing that, I'll find where Stargazer is. It should be on your actions
Yeah,
page.
because I need to check it off for the day.
Okay,
So re-rolling.
yeah, it's on and you can actually do that twice a day. It's under your Star Shaman, and under your actions, in your actions.
Oh, my actions. Okay.
19 is still not quite enough. You needed a 21. All right,
All
you're
right,
going
I'll
to
try
move.
again on my next.
All right, so don't
I'm
forget.
not moving now.
Okay, all right, Serena. So don't forget to mark off your spell magic.
Did I?
And
I
Serena.
did.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I can't. Well, actually, I didn't have this conversation with you guys. I had it with my Wednesday group. When I say stuff like that, it's just to remind me. Starfinder is much easier in that a lot of times it will click it for you if you do something within the spell. But especially in D&D, the spell slots are way above the spells, and you have to make a. And I forget half the time with my spellcaster to check them off. So, all right, Serena.
And she's going to do it. Move and do a trick attack.
All right, are you going to
I
move
forget.
up to her?
What was, yes. What was the blue box for again?
All right, so that is a um, special type of grenade that Fievel has. You're fine going into it, but if you try to leave that space, you will take damage.
Okay.
And actually, you have enough movement to where you could go around and get to here and not even be in it. So.
Okay. And I'm going to release the weapon that I have and grab Bite Map from the air and come down splashing.
All right, and this is round 3, so you are photo attuned,
Yeah.
fully attuned.
It says 10 feet. Okay. I do it. You know, just 10 feet. Targeted.
He is targeted, yes.
Oh, trick attack first. Trick attack. Come on, big guy. Okay. Did it roll yet?
No.
Did I work it or not?
That
Yes.
was a success. Yep. It's a DC 30.
Good.
And you got a
Good.
32.
Off. Right. I'll start it. Right. Yep. Here we go. Oh yeah. All right. So the target first is trick attack damage. So, okay. Damage. Yeah. Hold it. 7. So I roll. See. Literally.
Very nice. All right. So 47 points of damage as your sword slices through this thing. And that leads us to Nosy. So as it's choking and trying blasting spells back and forth with Zerael, you run up and slash into it. It's still focused on Zerael more than you are, though. More than he is you.
I'm far enough away. Can I just use my the lens pistol? Let's cast something. I can use my
What is
gun.
going on? Yes, you can use your pistol.
Okay. Let's take it up. No longer handicapped by the bushes, correct?
Correct.
Oh, big guy. Here we go.
Didn't realize I'd cut off the totals for you guys to chat. There we go. There's that. All right, so you blast with your lens pistol. It goes blasting by him, burns into. You hear a Wilhelm scream from the back. Ah! As you take out some poor bird or something. All right, so this thing has used up all of its big spells. Time to use some wussier spells. Very nice. All right, so all of a sudden, this woof, as this visible shaking in the air and stuff comes out from him. Whoosh, whoosh. And 20 feet is only Serena and 5 As you guys make a will save, you both fail. And you spellcasters can give me another mysticism check if you want to see if you know what this is.
Hey, that's it.
As you see them sort of, it is a 1 less than it was before, so it's 10 plus the level, so 13. Plus half is 5, so 18. Yep, you guys. So this is called a synaptic pulse, if I can speak. Very simple. Only does one thing. It just stuns all creatures in a 20-foot radius around him for 1 round.
Oh,
So you are stunned.
All of us
And
are?
just the two that failed, Fievel and Serena.
that just made me think of a video I saw on YouTube.
All right, back to you, Nosy, round 4.
Do the same thing. Again. There we go.
Stunned. 5.
So
Serena.
I won't be able to do anything.
I got caught in the edge of the box there. I saw that. Need to be rolled out.
3, not much better than last time. So again, this you take out. You see this. So, Mantha subscribed. um, it works. So we'll say, I'll say that. That's like a dubstep for those of you who don't have the stream going. It's like a dubstep. Um, very nice, awesome. Thank you, thank you for the subscription. 8 month, woohoo, awesome. Um, it's more of a mental startling than anything else. Lot of, forgot what was going on. All right,
Yeah,
so we
I
were
wish I had the screen volume on.
blow out your ears while I'm at it. That's right, exactly. But that is the point. If you guys, like I said, if you enjoy jump scares, startling people, then go for it. Subscribe. If you give gift subscription, it does a different sound. If we do bits, throw biddies my way, it also does a different sound. Uh, so thank you, appreciate you very much. All right, so stunned, you dropped everything held, can't take actions, and you're flat-footed. That's what stun does. So once again, Five has another weapon on the ground. Well, actually, no, he had thrown a grenade. So,
Yeah.
uh, but
No other weapons on
Serena's
the ground.
bite map just sort of dissipates and goes floating up next to her again. That got Atomic Hero Squad too. Says it woke him up. Thanks. Okay. So Nosi, you shot. As you see in the distance, this small primate picking up its killed uh, mate, and blood falling from its mate as it's looking at it and wondering up in the sky why the gods would kill it. The second shot goes and blasts it off the tree as Nosi continues to miss, taking out the local wildlife. Fievel, your go. You are stunned as you sit there and sort of stare off into space. Um, Zarel, you see this pulse come out from him.
All right, I'm gonna try to dispel that magic one more time.
Okay, go for it.
Dude, hit the little circle. Thank you. Oh, mother effer.
So you have one more if you want to waste or use up, I should say, your Stargazer.
It's for the day. I might as well.
Okay. Don't remember you ever using it before, so
Oh,
might as well.
mother.
Even
Well, just
worse.
F me. It's just bad. Bad all the way around.
Yeah,
Fine.
these single-digit rolls are kicking your butt. Yep. All right. Well,
I'm doing great on my mysticism checks. Everything else sucks balls.
Serena. Oh, go ahead and give him damage. Let him
Oh, that's
see if
right.
he
That's
can
right. That's right.
save and
Go back here. It is Fortitude.
He failed, so apply that damage. He is looking beat up. You can definitely tell this. You hear a crack as the spells continue to hold him up, lift him off the floor as he's twitching, um, and
Just die already.
that's right. So Serena, so
Well, should be.
you're
It's
sort
suffocated
of
by now.
dazed as you're not really sure what's going on. You're confused for a moment, and drop your sword. It's go again. All right, so saved him from taking some damage, but didn't really do a whole lot. Let's see what this does, shall we? This might save his butt from. Nope. All right, so you see he mumbles something else, and there are now 4 of him. Let's see how many is it? It's 1d4. All right, so let's do yoink. Rolled a 2. All right, so there are now 3 of him standing there, being held, choking and gasping. And we will move on. Fievel, you are no longer stunned as you shake your head and cough a bit. Let me remove the stun from you. Boink, boink. There we go. What would you like to do?
Could I move? And how far can I move? Is that? Do I got my full movement back? That's what I'm trying to ask.
Yes, you do have your full movement back. Yep.
So I want to move to like just to the right of the square where I'm outside, blue square where I'm outside of it, right next to it.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh, I can go back. I'll go back and pick up the rifle after the fight's over. So yeah, I want to.
All right. So not only are you adjacent to him, flanking him, so you get a +2 to hit because you're flanking. So the way it works with these mirror images is that whenever he's attacked, there's a possibility the attack targets one of the images instead. If the attack hits,
Yeah,
you
I
roll
remember.
randomly to see whether the selected target is real or a figment.
Can I move down one more square,
Um, you would
or is
not
that
be
as far?
you would not be flanking, but yes, you can move one more down if you want.
That's fair. More down.
One more down, okay?
That's fine.
All right, what would you like to do now that you're there?
I was going to use my sword on it.
All right, so you using your Skyfire
The
sword, okay? So give me a
20,
yeah, D20. What is it? I want to check something. You guys can just ignore
14,
this.
14 plus 14.
I gotcha. Okay, so 14 plus 14 plus 14 is 28. Let's see. That's close. Let's take a look and see. It is a Skyfire sword, so it is versus EAC. And his EAC is 23, so that's a hit.
All right, so it's 3d6 plus 5 plus. So 10, 16, 21, 32.
So what was the roll on the 3d6?
16. This is
16. Okay.
3d6 plus 5 plus 11. I can't really read the numbers because they're kind of blurry.
Yeah, that's what you just said is correct. 32 is correct. All right, so you move up, and all these swirling nanites are making sort of like a shield. As you slice through them and slice into him, as he's being held up above the ground a little bit. Serena.
Did I actually hit him or one of the
Oh, yeah, that would help, huh? I forgot. Give me a 6-sider, and I'm going to.
6?
Okay.
All right, so that does not hit him. Actually, it clears one of his sights, so it's now 50-50 shot. So, Serena, your go.
Okay.
All right, so you using Fievel strike against one of his creatures. So go ahead and give me a 12-sider. Odd is going to be him. Even is the image. All right, so he gets back that 46 damage. But he has no more images.
He took no damage from his hand.
Correct. There's a slice through an image and it fades away. Zerael.
Mm. Okay.
So you saw him cast mirror image as these images appeared next to him. Fievel and Zerael and Serena have destroyed both of them.
All right. Let's
Give
see.
him
Where's
his
my save?
damage. Ooh, a 1 on the dice. That is not a save. Takes 11 more points of damage as this thing continues just to rack up the damage round after round.
How many rounds is that? Oh, that's 5. Okay.
Oh, it's still your turn. You still get to do stuff.
I have to concentrate on this. How can I do something else and still concentrate on this?
Same way you've been casting Dispel Magic or
Oh, okay.
shoot at it, you can
Okay.
do anything else. Yeah.
I get you. All right.
If you cast another concentration spell, then this one would drop. But just casting
Gotcha.
a spell is fine.
All right. Fine. Then let's do some shooting stars.
All right, there you go. Again, tapping into your shaman abilities as a star shaman.
Okay.
So these are
So
auto hits. You're
I
not.
can do 3 of them if I'm not moving.
Yep,
All
correct.
right. So 3 separate damages or just
Yes.
1 damage 3 times?
So the D&D one is worded weirdly. Let me see what this one is. This is called Spell.
Oh, it's each. It's the damage is each.
So yeah, this is. I will give you the choice. It's the way it's worded. You could interpret it either way. The D&D one is because you can target other people, so it's
Right.
1d4 per each. The D&D one rules as written is you roll the damage once and multiply it. But this one I'll let you choose. Before you roll, do you want to have them all do the same damage, or do you want to have each one roll separately?
I would like each one to roll separately.
There you go. So
Alrighty.
and you can change that every time you cast a spell. Nice.
Okay.
2 max, 3 max. Look at that.
Wow.
15 damage.
Yay.
Bam, bam, bam. This thing rocks.
He's probably hating me right now. He's just hating me.
And he has done everything, only attacked you when he's done individual attacks. Yep, absolutely. Nosy.
Yep.
Pretty soon he's just gonna give up on life and die.
You think? There we go.
I hope so.
A miss?
Hurting. For a minute.
Apparently I missed.
Oh.
All right, so one more time. Not quite as bad. This one comes close, but doesn't pierce his armor this time. Um,
I'm wearing him down, guys. I'm wearing him down.
Initially. But it did.
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
all right, so he looks at Nosy and tries to cast a spell on you. Let's see if you can pass. 25. All right, so um, you feel the effects of a curse start to take effect, and you fight it off. Um, and
He's throwing the book at me, isn't he?
he is, and bestow curse. You have a 50% chance every round to shake it off. Otherwise, you have a -4 to everything your attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks. And it's permanent until it's removed magically. But you saved, so nothing happens. 5 Your go.
I'm just gonna attack him with my sword again.
All right, go ahead and give me a 20-sider.
14 again.
All right, roll damage. This time he has no images to soak up the damage. So this could be it. This could be
12
it.
plus 5, 17, 28.
All right.
Doing him in.
All right, so he is starting to slow down a bit and waver. His head's sort of wavering side to side. As Nosy, it's your go. And
And
this
then
is round
so
6, so the grenade goes away.
oh yeah.
There we go.
Critical.
Bing, 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 bing.
Roll your damage. All those dice. It is also burning, but it is also dead. So as you're
That's fine.
you
Okay.
as all these nanites collapse from the grenade, you find that you actually have a good, nice, clear shot, and it turns and looks right at you as the laser slams right through its huge bug eye, and you see this smoke start coming from inside as it starts to burn, and he stops moving. We are out of combat.
First thing I'm doing is going back and picking up my rifle.
Okay, before the little bushes come and try to grab it from it.
Gonna do the same thing.
So, once again, if you guys want to take a moment, recheck your weapons, reload everything.
Yep, let's do that. I think.
So, like his coil rifle, we'll go ahead to has 7 rounds used. We'll go ahead and go to his inventory, survival gear, and those are sniper rounds. So he now has down to
I think I'm
33.
getting.
Yeah, 33 left. It's not a big deal because you can always make more on the ship using the crafting tables and things you guys have. Thanks again. I don't. As a quick little aside, Mantha and anybody else is listening, I don't startle easily unless I'm touched. Um, so I may not jump and react, but man, that messed me up. It totally jarred. I was like, what happened? My mind did not understand what was going on. So it really got me. That was great. Um, so that was awesome. And 8 months in a row means so much. Thank you. Um, all right. So you guys are finished. You're out of combat now. Um, Nelsie, did you want to check out that glint in the bushes?
Yes. Yes. Cautious
All
right
right.
there.
You see, it is a 4-valve trumpet. Sadly, Mantha's not a player today. Otherwise, she could explain better than I could exactly what that means. I thought trumpets had 3, but maybe it just has an extra one, I guess. I don't know, but
Trumpets come in all different.
I'm gonna pick on. But you're gonna need to go to bed
it is
soon,
a
so I
trumpet,
can. Okay.
and it has
So
these
what?
runes etched on it. It's a 4-valve trumpet, and it has these runes etched on it. Some sort of magical
Nice.
runes, or
You can read most stuff. So let's see. We do a check for being able to read it. Okay.
So the fourth valve of the trumpet lowers the tone or the pitch of the horn by a fourth.
okay, cool. So I don't know that Sheeran can even play trumpets.
No, I'm talking about the wording. When I started reading it.
It is not. There are not words. It is just um,
Correct.
runes that look like magic sigils of some kind.
Wouldn't it be something that's readable to someone? It's just like pictures of an animal.
So if you did like a,
Poster.
you can do detect magic to see if it's magic. You can do a identify. Let me.
So it just spells out.
I'm almost positive you have detect magic because you used to cast it non-stop.
Yeah.
and then it stopped a long time ago. I haven't cast it in
Yep, I have
years.
that.
To
Do it.
shake
So
off the dust. Sorry, go ahead.
I want to search atrocity.
All right, and so real quick, I heard you, and we'll get to that in just a moment. To identify an item, 143. So identify a spell being cast. Was I doing it right? Let's see. The DC of the check is equal to 10 plus 5 plus the level of the spell being cast. I totally guessed that, and that's exactly what I was doing. Wow. Okay. Because I was like 10 plus the level of the spell is too easy. So I'll just add 5 to that. And that's exactly what I was having you guys do. All right. Identify magic item. All right. As part of the action to cast Detect Magic, you can use Mysticism to identify the properties and command words of magic and hybrid items. It is 15 plus 1 and 1/2 the item level. You can only try to do it once for 24 hours.
Me? That magic. Intensive?
So go ahead and do that. And it is 15
It is.
plus 1.5 times the level. So it would be a 22 level, up to 22 mysticism check.
Okay. I automatically get that. Anyway, therefore, yay.
All right. So this trumpet is, you see a little logo. Um, it was given to you by Atomic Hero Squad as a part of the Magic Surge. And it will cast Animate Dead, which is a level 4 necromancy spell, once a day. Once every 24 hours, I should say. Um, here is the spell. Turns corpses into undead creatures that obey your spoken commands. They can be made to follow you or remain in place or attack any creature entering an area. And they remain animated until destroyed.
Will they
Oh,
attack us if left on their own?
No, they're under your control.
Okay.
You can create one or more undead with a total CR of no more than half your level. So the CR of will be level 5 or lower. You do not need the special materials because you have this trumpet.
Okay.
All right, so you can use, so it depends on, like I said, and then the last paragraph is important. The corpses you use must be as intact as the typical undead of the type you choose to create. For example, a skeleton can only form from a mostly intact corpse that has bones. A zombie can be created only from a creature with a physical anatomy. So there you are. There you have it.
So
Thanks to Atomic Hero Squad.
does it need to be played, or like just be give somebody else if you have really no lips to speak
It
of?
is magic, so you can still operate it if you want, or you can give it to someone else. But they have to be a caster, so it would have to be just you or Zerael are the only two who can cast spells here. So
How do you know that?
Sweet.
Trying to miss it.
he's not a spellcaster, so her spell casting level is 0.
Or are you reading?
That's just a fact. Her spell, so is Fievel's. His spell casting level is 0 because he does not cast spells.
Who's usually saying that?
not.
Now, if you want to take a dip into Technomancer or Witch Warper or even Envoy, Mystic, you can be a Operative, Solarian, Mystic, and then you would have caster levels.
Be able to play it at some point, yeah. I'm going to pass on Ballista.
All right, so again, you cut out. So
I'm going to pass on the opportunity to play a trumpet.
okay, so you give me to Zerael then.
It's real.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, so Zerael, you have a trumpet. I'll make that for you. I'll also give you a note. So actually, if you want to do that for me now, click Notes, create a note that says just whatever you want, Zerael's undead or trumpet undead. I will do the same thing. I'll make a list of ones you can summon. And so if it comes up, you can pick what you want, and you'll have that ready to go. All right, so Zerael is not feeling too good. As she is drained, she feels drained. Talk amongst yourselves, figure out what you want to do. I'll be right back.
I heal you to a certain degree.
It's not a it's a it takes a spell. It's going to take a spell to fix it.
Okay, what kind of
I
spell?
think is what he said.
I have all kinds of spells I need. Oh, remove condition, right?
Maybe.
Is it considered a condition?
I'm not sure. That was a pretty strong spell.
Okay, it says frightened, nauseated, paralyzed, shaken, sickened, or staggered. Any of those?
I don't think so. I mean, it took me down 2 levels.
Yeah. All right, we'll try this one here. I got it. What says poisons, diseases, infections, other harmful conditions. That one. Psychokinetic strangulation. Strangle you. Won't have any problems.
No.
Right.
But you can ask the GM, what's it going to take to fix this any sooner than the 10-hour mark?
The general manager.
So you guys are the healers. If you want to check your spells, I would presume lesser restoration, greater restoration, remove affliction, those type of things. One of
Okay.
them should say removes level damage or level drain or something like that.
No.
I'm looking through those. Let's see.
Always Mystic Cure.
Oh, neutralize curses. There it is.
This is not a curse. This is level drain. You were cursed.
No, but
He wanted to curse you, but he didn't.
oh, he didn't. Okay, all right.
You made your
Then
save.
it's not remove affliction.
Yeah, it's not affliction or condition. It has to be something else. And Mystic Cure is not just talking about hit points. So it would be nay.
There it is. Restoration. Restoration does it. It says this spell functions. It restores ability score drain and negative levels.
Yeah.
Who's got restoration?
Me.
Oh, yay!
No,
Yeah.
see. All right.
Heal me up, girl.
Acts as less
Do your own
restoration and removes any temporary negative levels or one permanent negative. This is not permanent, so they're temporary negative levels. So one spell would do it, and you must spend 5 resolve points when casting this spell to remove a permanent negative level, which this is not. Um,
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, resolve it to be used in general.
Restoration heals all temporary ability damage. It restores all points permanently drained from a single ability score. If you have more than one, you have to pick. Eliminates fatigue, exhaustion.
Can that help in real
Okay.
life too?
All right, so there's your answer.
Thank
I can
you.
test it, right? Just test it, right?
Yep. So click the little button, and you touch Zurael. Do you make it awkward?
Not at all.
All right.
She just gives me a hug.
There you go. A little pat on the
Girls
back.
got to stick together. Girls got to stick together.
All right. Um, so actually, that's Serena. Put
Yeah.
50 back up here. All right. So once again, oh, so you searched the Atrocite. So again, from your research that you did, you do remember a little bit more about this. You pull up on your data pad some
Beep, 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 beep.
information that because this is part of the cult of the Devourer. This is something that's done in the same way like a lich person chooses to become a lich, or in Eox they choose to become undead. Um, People choose to become an Atrocite, and so it's not. They can be of any race. This one clearly was a Sheeran before they turned. Let me do this and do this. Click. Here you go. So I'm sharing this just with you. What just happened? Let me see what this does. Zurail. Nothing. Okay, what just happened? Hold on a second. Control C. Control V. There we go. Alright, so I'm sharing this just with you. You can share as little or as much of that as you want. That is everything you have learned about Atrocites in general. And specifically, this guy had so he doesn't really have anything of value on him. He's not wearing armor. You also know that they have an ability to boost or put other worshippers of the Devourer into like a frenzy and boost their stats and stuff for a while if they're within range of his voice. Um, Luckily, there weren't any around, so yeah. As far as besides the gear, besides the clothes he was wearing, there's really nothing of value on him. He's a spellcaster.
Okay, and I'll just share that an Atrocite will only stay with a cult for so long. because their presence and guidance will clearly increase the recruiting power or destructive capacity of the cult. So leaving as soon as it can to further spread its message of infinite unmaking. So the atrocite will not, or atrocity, whatever you want to call it, will not stick around for long. So whether or not the cult is still here or not yet remains to be seen.
Okay.
All right. And so you have the trumpet, you have this dead body, you have the dead body of the large creature behind you. What would you guys like to do? Does anybody need? You guys were zapped by the first spell, but again, she canceled it and then just held him in place. So it was pretty much just like a pinata. He didn't really do a whole lot besides that. Make you burn up a spell slot to heal Zerael. So you're not really that hurt. 5 you're at 41 out of down out of 110, so you still have 59 stamina points. Did you want to use up on resolve and get those 41 back? Okay. So Serena, you're at down 39 out of 115, so you have even more hit points or stamina points.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you guys gonna move on?
Yeah, let's do
We zoom
that.
out on the map. You see you're pretty close. You can see the building ahead through the trees now.
Ooh, let's roll.
Tokens are unlocked, and I'll just keep 5 with the rest of you guys as you move.
A question for you on the needler pistol.
Okay.
Do I have? Is it injecting just a particular item, or yeah, every pill?
So it's like a tranquilizer dart
Okay.
that we have today. It has the ability to hold something in it. If you can shoot it, I mean, getting shot with a empty tranquilizer dart would not feel good, so it will still do the damage. But you can also put things in it, healing potions, poisons, any kind of potions that you might have, you can put it in there. Um, the difference is with biohackers, for example, Doc Dade and Chris, when they shoot you, it doesn't do the damage, it just heals you. But if you shot a healing potion at Zerael, for example, it would do the damage and then it would heal her for the healing potion. So,
Okay.
and you would have to hit her. A biohacker does it for free, automatically hits. All right, so I'm going to stop you when you got to this point. You're about 20 feet away. You see that this, it's pretty clear from this distance that there were doors here and they just blew them up. So there's a huge explosion there on the side of the building where the doors were, and they've blown inside and are um, into what looks like to be a little waiting area. It's a little that you can see inside, and you hear jeering and laughing um, from inside.
Okay. So we got to go and talk to the people. Obviously.
Come on, my fantasy grounds is being weird. There we go. All right, so you say that, but are you doing anything?
You can do trick attack type of thing.
Uh,
Here.
I know I have some stealth, right?
You are
Smith?
stealthy,
Crazy
yes.
stuff.
I'm gonna sneak up
Stealth
to
is
the
good.
door and look in to see where the laughing's coming from.
Having a kegger, man.
All right, so is anybody else doing anything as 5 gets ready to go and do a little recon? And go ahead and give me a 20-sider.
Me?
Yes.
I put them away. Give me a second. 7.
We're watching his back. Got your back, man.
Okay. So let me.
What happened to all of our? Oh, I was like, what happened to all of our characters? Okay.
You disappeared because you're on a new map. So here's the building that you're in. So 5 has a stealth of. Normally you wouldn't know what you rolled, but that's all right. So you rolled a 7. Okay, so that's total of 30. So as you sneak up, oops, tokens aren't locked. Click. All right, so let me see if there's anything for the first one. Here it is. All right, so more of the jungle here, like I said, has been scorched. You see this big blasted hole through the building. Yep, it's pretty much exactly what I said. Here we go. And then, so you see this large double door laying on the floor. You see some chairs or some sort of couch mangled up against the north wall. You see some steps, and there's a slightly raised area. And let's see, second here. Um,
What the dog doing?
okay, so uh, hopefully Gorgio heard that because it's his fault. And Gorgio just subscribed and startled the crap out of me again. So because of him, oh, he says he likes that sound. That's because of you and Gorgio. I put sounds on anytime subscriptions are made, gift subscriptions or biddies. If you do at least 10 biddies, then cheer bits. There are 3
I
different
say
sounds
a
that
biddy
happen.
is an old woman.
That's right. Um, so thank you. You are neck and neck with Mantha. That is awesome. And the answer to your question is the dog is going nuts trying to get his pillow to feel better, picking it up and biting it and moving it and shifting it. Did that for about 2 minutes straight, and then finally sat down. Um, so he's now sitting right by the heater, like less than 2 inches away from the heater, hoping that it'll blow hot air at him again.
That's what I'm wishing right now.
Okay. Um,
Cold.
yeah, and like I explained before, real quick. Sorry for the interruption, players. Uh, I don't jump a whole lot, but with these sounds, now that I have these sounds, it messes with me mentally more than physically. I mean, I jump, but I'm like, okay, where am I? Who am I? What's going on? This is D&D. What is this? So it's great. I love it. So thank you for the suggestion. I appreciate you very much. Um, and tell your friends, tell your grandma that if they want to jump scare me, they can do so now. All right, so
Because he needs 10 biddies, so
that's right, or subscription or gift subscriptions or follow, but it only happens once for following. All right, so as you sneak up, I'm going to put you up a little bit more. Scoochy, scoochy, scooch. There you go. I'm going to turn on lighting off for here. There we go. You see these three cultists, and there we go. Move that over there. So again, you see the destruction that they caused when they blew open these doors with their explosives. But these three things are over there, and they're harassing something. And you're with your roll, you're able to sneak up enough to see they're sitting there, and they're using little bits of the debris and stuff, and are throwing this at this little creature there. That let me show you. It's a little dog-like creature, and they're
Oh,
smacking it, and yeah, it hits, it hits it, and the blood starts coming from it where it gets hit as it yipes and tries to scurry, and they're laughing and giggling as they slowly torture this thing. They
what the hell's wrong with those people?
Serena would love to beat them above the head and shoulders with her sword instead of a sword.
well, you guys can't see this yet. You hear it, you hear noise, you hear sound, but Fievel sees that as he sneaks up a little bit. Serena, you can see a little bit, but you're a little too far away, a little too much stuff in between you and them to see exactly what's happening.
Okay.
And this thing is on the other side of them, so they do not see you or notice you at all. They're all facing away from you. Their backs are to you as this thing, they've got it boxed in the corner over there and are harassing it.
She would recognize the sounds of distress and laughter.
All right, so you
Bullying
say
laughter.
anything, Fievel?
I'm thinking.
Don't forget you have your comms, so you can speak to your team without anybody hearing.
I'll let them know that there's three cultists in the building and they're harassing some little creature.
All right, so what would you guys like to do? Or actually, you do see, Zerael, you see looks like there's some writing in the dirt in front of you. And it's in some of the writings that the cultists use. And you turn your head and try to make it out, and you see it says, "To be continued," as we will pick up in 2 weeks.
That is so funny. To be
I like
continued.
that.
Okay. See y'all in
I
2
like
weeks.
that. That was funny.
That's funny.
The sound didn't go off. What the hell?
What?
He just did 250 biddies. That's awesome. It should have made a sound though. Let me see if this works.
I just want to see something here. Is this finally going to let me? Um,
Yeah, I agree. Damn it. I was trying to get me right at the end, and he should have. I agree. You should have. I put it in the same thing. It's not a. This is run by Twitch itself,
yeah.
so it's weird. Um, that sucks. But hey, I really appreciate the biddies though. 250 biddies, that's awesome. Um, what is this thing? This is a Velsk. Yeah.
Okay.
What? Oh, it's supposed to be fall. So thank you. I'll try to mess with it. I could have sworn to here. I'll play sad. I mean the.
Everybody's looking here.
Yes. Here we go. This is for Twitch.
Shame! Shame! Shame!
All right. So thank you so much. Exactly, Shane. Uh, and I was trying to throw the little creature on there. So you have 2 weeks to decide what you want to do and how and if you want to rescue this little critter. You have ranged weapons, so you could just take it out, put it out of its misery if you wanted to. It's your choice what you guys want to do.
Oh. Heal him.
Boink. Whoa. Hello. That's a little bit bigger than what I wanted. There we go. Oh, there we go. Try it again. 1. Boom. There we go. And 1. It didn't resize. Well, when you close the map and open it again, you'll see it's the right size. There we go. All right. So there's your little critter, and these mean people are beating him up. Will you be there in time to save it? Because it does not look like it's doing pretty well. We will find out in a couple weeks. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Saying hi. Next week we do Dawn of Flame, so come back. And we have a couple other players, these 3 wonderful people, and a couple more as well. So stop by, say hello. You can catch up on the Using the Tubes, all that happiness. Like, subscribe, and whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day.
Right.
Say goodnight, guys.
Good night, guys.
Oh shit. That's not good. All right. Good night, Ron. Good night, Stan. Good night, Roberta.